Stalking victims of Reddit. What is your stalker horror story? When I was in high school, I met this guy at my part-time job. At first, we really didn't get along. I was in management, and he was just not a good employee. But as time went on, we sorta hashed things out. He eventually became my weed dealer. He ended up quitting that job after several months and asked me to hang out. I had kind of a bad feeling, but I had just gone through a bad breakup, so I was vulnerable. He ended up lacing my weed and raping me multiple times. Then he basically disappeared for a few months. I didn't process what happened for a long time. All my friends knew was I'd hung out with him and something had happened. Eventually, I had a falling out with a friend who was known for being kind of a crazy bitch. She tracks him down and ends up befriending him, knowing he didn't like me. She made up a bunch of lies. To this day, I have no idea what she said, but it made him angry. He started showing up at my workplace, which at that point, he had been banned from for a completely unrelated reason. He would walk up, when I had customers and stuff, just screaming in my face. I would tell him to leave me alone, but he didn't listen. Management did jack shit. I had one manager who actually cared about me and she threatened to call the cops. He did end up leaving that time, but he came back a few days later. This guy knew where I lived too, so I was scared shitless. All I wanted was to be left alone. This was going on for several weeks at this point. Karma kicked his ass. From what I heard, he died face down in the dirt at a sketchy party. Since he was a drug dealer, nobody bothered to find out the cause. I have PTSD from the whole experience and have a real hard time trusting people. I swore to never allow myself to feel that helpless and afraid ever again. I started learning basic MMA moves and carrying a knife. I'm no saint, but that guy was just evil. It's weird living life knowing people like that exist.